Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Let's Learn the Mods. Today we're going to be covering Steve's carts, specifically a tree farm. So to get started with the tree farm, you're going to need your basic cart. We have a wooden mechanical standard, mechanical pig standard, we have reinforced, and we have Gelgadorian. And also I have a cart assembler here, which allows us to assemble the carts. On it I have a creative mode thing, which does a few things for me. I'll explain what it does in a second, so you know what's kind of different. All right, so in this case, let's try doing a wooden haul to start off with a basic woodcutter. Well, before that, let's cover the hull capacity. Hull capacity is 50. Complexity capacity is 15. So what does that mean? Well, each item kind of has a complexity. It doesn't say it, but it does. See. Basic woodcutter is too complex for this hull. And let's also cover another thing, which is its sides, which are occupied. As you can see, this mechanical pig has a head. So if we try to put the basic woodcutter there, it would interact with the head, meaning we can't use it. Alright, so the basic one we'd have to use is a standard hull. You can also use reinforcing Gelgadorian. Those are a lot more expensive, so keep that in mind when you're doing that. Alright, and we're going to use, let's try putting a Gelgadorian on. As you can see, it's too complex, so it won't work. So we're just going to use a basic woodcutter. Alright, moving on. We are then going to say, hey, I want to give you a compact solar engine, which will go on the sides, and a solar engine, which will go on the top. I then want to give you a coal engine, which occupies the back. And I think I want to give you an advanced smelter. So let's get one of those. Alright, good. We'll put the advanced smelter in. And a thing to note about the tree exotic. These things can innately take vanilla saplings, but they can't take saplings from mods such as Darkcraft and whatnot. So to kind of get around that, you would put the tree exotic on, which allows you to use forest saplings, forestry stuff, and so on. Alright, and then you could use a chunk loader if you want to keep it chunk loaded. Now we need storage. As you can see, like almost everything is occupied. Well, how do we get around that? Well, we have something. It's called the internal storage. We just place that there, and it'll only occupy the inside of it, which is essentially it's not occupying anything other than its cost. Alright, perfect. So let's assemble that. You'll need charcoal. And then you'll need a lot of time. In this case, this would probably take about 30 minutes to assemble. But like I said, we have the creative thing, so it was instant for me. Alright? Now if we set this on the ground, and then we realize that, hey, you don't have something I want. Let's say we forgot to put the tree exotic in, or we wanted to put the chunk loader in. Well, there's a way around that. First, we need the cart crane upgrade, and then we need the cart modifier upgrade. We click on the cart modifier, place that in there, right click the cart assembler, and then we put our chunk loader in. Oh, unfortunately the cost is greater than the capacity hull. So in this case you probably would have wanted to use reinforced hulls. So keep that in mind when you're building it. See, we're at 282. This takes like 84 modular costs. So you wouldn't be able to put that on there. But if you wanted to, you could easily do that by just adding it on and then clicking modify. There we go. Well, we didn't modify anything really. Well, let's say that we don't really want to have I don't know we don't really want to have a compact solar engine. So we click that, it would turn red, and then we click modify, and it would remove the compact solar engine. As you can see, that ends up back in there, and we get our cart back. And then we could just, if we wanted to, go back, place that on there, take the compact solar engine, go in here, oh, not you. And then place that back on there and modify. Good, we're good to go. Then you come over here. We have a little tree farm set up over here, as you can see. We put 2 spaces in between so that saplings can go on either side. That's ideal for a tree farm because they can only get what's next to them for the most part. And then here we have a cargo manager and an advanced detector rail. Advanced detector rail says, hey, when you get here, do whatever this cargo manager is asking of you before you leave. Alright? And it'll stop it right there. And here we have our cargo manager. Each side has a different color. Red, green, blue, and yellow. and each thing does a different thing. In this case, only yellow actions will be executed because it's only on the yellow side. And here we have, hey, use all storage slots. Do whatever I tell you with all storage slots. Just the storage slots. And here we say, hey, put all this into the cargo manager. All right. If we did this, this would move everything in the cargo manager into the storage slots of the cart. We then say, hey, continue along, or it could just turn back and then go the other way. We can change the color here if we so wish. And if we click here, we can kind of separate the inventories. Like this will only be related to red, this will only be related to yellow, and so on. And we can change the colors all to yellow if we so choose. All right. And then this, well, that's yellow. This was kind of its own thing. Like this would probably hold fuel and so on. All right. This is color. And this is just all of them is linked together. Now let's go check on the cart. We kind of put it there a while ago. Let's see what it's doing and why it's probably stopped. Yeah, you're stopped. You're out of power, aren't you? All right. So the reason we put the advanced smelter on is because we wanted to turn forest logs into golden power sources. So let's give it a little bit of a boost. Charcoal. All right. So we're just going to put one in, and that should be more than enough for you. All right. And as you can see, we we have our solar engines on high priority as well as our coal engine. Let's set the coal engine to low priority. There we go. And I wonder, oh, you're still going after the leaves, aren't you? Yeah, see, it can actually get the leaves from a pretty good distance. It's just everything else, like the logs, can only be taking what's next to it. Let's place our modular cart over here that we just made. All right, good. And then we're going to say same thing as before. We're going to swap this to output to engine. We're going to say solar engine is high, coal engine is low, and we're going to say forest logs. There we go. And then we'll give it some charcoal. There we go. And this will continue along. And I want to show you what it will do when it reaches the cargo manager. So let's just wait a second on this. It looks like it's clearing everything up just fine. Perfect. And as you can see, if we go into here, it's actually turning some of our forest logs into golden power sources. And this is no limit, infinite. So we're actually going to set it to 64 because we might not want to turn all of our logs into charcoal. We may just want 64 just to kind of keep it going, and then other than that, we're good to go. All right. Now it looks like it's moving along just fine. And then it'll just go through these, and then it'll plant the saplings as it goes, and so on. Good. Perfect. All right, so once it gets there, I'll just show you what it basically does. All right, there we go. So it's going to come here now. All right, let's watch what happens. See, it actually hit the red side because it passed it for just a second, but it essentially did nothing, as you can see, because it was like, oh, move this all slots. In fact, actually, that would actually do something. So let's change this to black because we don't want it interacting with anything. There we go. Perfect. See, it briefly hit the red side, so keep that in mind when you're doing this, that it might briefly hit it. Alright, well, that covers the tree farm for Steve's carts. I hope this was an informative video. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, comment, and if you would, please let the ads run. They help me to continue doing this, and hopefully eventually full-time. So, I'll see you all later.